Hey guys, Johnny here, and today we're going to be reviewing a figure again. I might have something on the way, I don't know. We're going to be reviewing some pretty good stuff, today. Here, let me raise up the camera. Or I might have to freehand this. Yeah, this will work. Today we're reviewing this one. I forget what it's called. I'm just going to go off the box. The Warren Pocket Commander Dutch. It's like a DX9 Warren Pocket Commander Dutch. This is a third-party Transformers figure of, obviously, Optimus Prime. And I wanted to show you the packaging, mostly because it's intact. I have it. It's pretty cool, actually, because it gives you a bit of an homage to the original packaging of Optimus Prime. Which, by the way, they are reissuing the G1 figure, again, making a couple changes to it, probably, trying to make it at least a little bit better, and the fact that they keep doing that only makes the original thing oh so much more worth it when you get it, because it's like the original, because now they're like gluing his head on with the original. There was like a screw you could loosen and you could make his head turn. Give him a little extra articulation, do-it-yourself type stuff. But anyway, this is a nice homage. But as you can see here, it's not the exact original Prime. The gun is different because, and not only is this an homage, but it's also supposed to be accurate to the figure itself, which is pretty cool, actually. But yeah, it's like the original pose and everything, and you got the arms up, but the arms look about the same. But the chest looks different because I think on the original these were gaps because they were gaps on the figure, and then the eyes were different. Eyes were definitely different. Like I said, the gun was different because he didn't have like the iconic rifle, because the figure and the cartoon character was similar. It's Commander Dutch. You got the touch, you got the power, nice stuff. Rebel Alliance Commander. I don't know what that means. Over here on the side, we got pictures of the actual figure. There's the truck mode, Commander Dutch, Rebel Alliance. On the back, we got some nice stuff over here. We got some product, complimentary product shots. Here we got them with their Warren Pocket Dinobots, which I really want to get Grimlock, because he looks cool, as well as maybe some of the other guys, because I don't really have that many Dinobots. Plus, it'd be kind of cool, considering that Grimlock looks at least a little bigger than Optimus. Anyway, over here we got him doing some poses. Here he is with the gun, an axe. He's opened up his chest to reveal the Matrix. We got some more Optimus Prime stuff. Here we got the base stuff, and that's the thing. This is the other reason why I call it the mini masterpiece, because it's like a miniature masterpiece version. And they're coming out with, I know they're coming out with a new masterpiece Optimus. It's gonna be the newest one, the third version. But my masterpiece Optimus Prime is the MB10, which is the second version, and this is definitely better than the second version, at least design-wise, because not only does it pull off the truck, but it also pulls off the robot model really well. I saw another figure on this one channel I watch, because I collect interesting things. I don't collect. I collect for personal happiness. I don't collect just because, you know, there's new thing. It's like a repaint of like the other 50 things. Nah, I get the specific repaint that I think I would want, or like something like that. But yeah, you know, we got some product shots, you know, all that kind of stuff. On the bottom, we got that. On the top, we got the same thing. On the side, it's the same thing as the other side. And the box is really neat. The inside's plastic. I don't want to unwrap it and stuff, because this is just the box. And I'm actually keeping the box, because this is a nice box. This is like the masterpiece boxes. It didn't come with a card. Either that or I didn't look at it. But that card doesn't matter. Because if I showed you the card, then I'd straight up be copying the YouTuber I previously mentioned. And like I said, he did review a figure recently on Optimus Prime that feels strangely, it has the same feel as this thing. And the reason why I'm so low to the floor is this absolute size of this lad, which is quite tiny. They don't call it Warren Pocket for no reason. And I like it's got yeah, let's just roll it in. Let's roll in here and roll. Yeah, I'm using that term loosely. So here's the truck mode. The truck mode. As you can see, I don't have any stickers. I kind of want to start buying what are they called? I forget what they're called. It's the sticker sheets that have all the Autobot and Decepticon symbols on them, so I can start buying more third-party figures and just slap some on there. Because as of right now, it doesn't have any of the faction stuff, which is okay. It's way better than them putting their own faction symbols on them. So yeah, here's stuff, and it wouldn't do because of my simple full camera. It wouldn't do it justice if I just showed you them together, but they do work together, and as you can see, this can rotate, so it works like a trailer, and it would roll really well, except for my one complaint: only the trailer wheels want to work. These wheels are stiff, and this isn't going anywhere. This is more of like a piece, or you get use your imagination. The trailer pegs in with 2 pegs right there and 2 slots right there, which you barely even notice. That's my one complaint. On the other thing, I'll show you the trailer here in a moment after we look at the. You know what? Actually, let's look at the trailer first. That would be a little better. And here's the trailer. As you can see, it's Optimus Prime's trailer minus the Autobot symbols on the side. And surprisingly enough, this is a nice trailer. As you can see down here, they got the little kickstand stuff to let it sit upright. Over in the back here, if you pull these out, you got the little ramps, and this is kind of hard to do. But you gotta put your nail in there and just gotta pry that open. You can open it up like it works like a regular trailer. Oh, ignore this. Yeah, do that. These are accessories for that to show off more in the robot mode. So anyway, there's that. And now to like turn it into the base, you just flip this out. These don't really do anything. They're just there for aesthetic, because the original one, as well as the Masterpiece one, had some of those. Also, it doesn't do that little oh yeah, that's splits open. I'm breaking it. Anyway, splitting it open, turning it into the base, and now we got the dude. We're gonna raise up the camera a little bit. Now this guy is on he's on a hinge down here and a hinge down here. It's a ball joint right here, so you can pose him pretty well. And to pull this out, because this is kind of hard, because you got to pull it out, and then like. What I do is I pull it down like that, and then I flip it around, because that's the easiest way to get it like that. And then there's the claw arm, which I'm gonna rotate it this way to show you. What I like to do is I like to pull it down like that, and the claw arm can't hold the guns or anything, but the gun can peg into these things back here. I usually peg it into this one though. These are slots specifically so the gun can be placed, but it doesn't work for shit. It's super loose, so I just throw it in there in truck mode when it's storing it. And the axe just sits right there. Sadly enough. So now we're gonna take this away. Oh wait, yeah, and then you can, of course, I'll show that off in the next. After I show off Prime himself. So anyway, back to the ground, and here we have Prime. Start showing him off a little bit earlier. As you can see, he's got some nice sized stacks. I think it works with the truck mode and the other mode very well. I actually have a problem with the longer stacks that go all the way out. Like, what is it trying to compensate for, like, having, like, a small dick or something? Like, come on, the stacks don't need to be that big. I like the, like shorter to medium. I don't like the super short stacks either, like the ones they have on the Studio Series Optimus Primes, because they remolded it a little bit and they re-released it a second time. I have the original mold, though, the original version. the Revenge of the Fallen one. Apparently they're making a Dark of the Moon one too, and I bet you that's going to be a reissue with a couple of the slight remolds to accommodate the jet wing thingy. But anyway, here's the truck. It's pretty good. You can already tell that's the head, but it conceals itself pretty well, so I'm not going to hold that against it. Look, there's a crotch piece and a large gap. Ignore the weird sounds from the door. My cat is a dick. Then we got the signature Scribe's feet just hangs off the back over here. And yeah, now to transform him. And I'm going to transform him on camera so I can show you a couple of tricks, and to help you get the most out of the transformation for these things. Just a couple tricks. So anyway, oh yeah, to start, you're gonna want to take this whole black boot panel is folded all the way out like that. Not like all the way out, not yet. Then you're gonna split the links, and this is on a double hinge. You're gonna want to rotate that down. Now, real quick, to show you, to get it back into its other mode, you just fold them up like this. You reconnect the legs, but the problem is that the feet won't want to stay. So what you're going to want, instead of trying to adjust it so the feet will stay, close these up. What you're going to want to do is go right here on these silver pieces, apply pressure there, and then fold these down, and that's how you get that situated. So anyway, let's go back. Take these, fold this out. And you're going to want to fold this down and apply a bit of pressure so that way it sits flush. You want to fold up the toe, and there's the leg, and that's actually quite clever. Do the same thing on the other side. And there you go, you got the legs pretty much all done. And that's funny, because this is easy, yet it's complicated. Anyway, we're gonna not make it look more down than it does. We're gonna... God damn it, no, I don't want to turn off my phone. Dirty. Anyway, so now we got that out of the way. What you're going to want to do is take the bumper, and you want to take the right side of the bumper. When you look at this from this angle, take the right bumper, fold that out, fold the other one out. Then you're going to want to take the headlight, in typical Pride fashion, fold out the whole of the arm. But to get it out of the way, you're going to want to also put it up. Fold it out, and there you go. Now, this is really cool, because as you can see, this is like a truck accurate chest. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to fold these up, with the things folded out, fold these up all the way as far as they can go, and then you want to make clearance. And this is another one of the tips. You're going to want to make clearance for this. Fold this all the way down, and rotate this 180. And then as you fold it back up, you're going to want to fold those side pieces back down. And now you got the show accurate, the cartoon accurate chest. Now for these, you're going to want to take these, rotate this, fold this out simultaneously, fold up, and fold this back up along the back. It's kind of complicated, but I'll show you again. Make sure those are in there pretty good. You can kind of see where this is going to go. Out of the packaging, this next step, out of the packaging, this didn't want to do things, so we had to shave it a little down. So if it looks a little rough right there, we were shaving it down. I'd never cleaned it up. So you're going to pull it down. It's a little tight, but you can pop it back into place. And to pop it out, what you do is you take 2 fingers, and I cut my nails, surprise, surprise. You want to grab this side of the waist and this side of the waist. Grab it. You want to crack it like an egg, like you're cracking an egg. Because the hinge it connects to is back here. Oh, the head's eager to go up, so now you're going to want to fold the head up. Again, typical Prime fashion, just fold the head up, and you're going to want to rotate it 180. Take this back panel, fold that up. You're going to fold forward the crotch piece, rotate the legs around so they're oriented properly, fold the elbow out, take this, fold out the fists, and fold the shoulder down. Do it again on the other side. And there you have the the what's it called? DX9 Commander War and Pocket Commander Dutch in his robot mode. Now we're gonna take a look at his head, and the head is pretty good. They can do one thing though. It's kind of hard to you remove his face like a mask, and I wonder with other figures, DX9 little legend-sized figures, if you can remove their heads and like mismatch them or whatever, or if this is just the defect in mine. Yeah, also, be warned, because of the way the head sits, the ball joint is super loose right out of packaging, because of the way it sits. With most ball joints, like this one, it cups it to where it can't really move. Like, it's gotta have that that backboard, so to speak, as well as the rest of it, just enough to cup it, and this is a tight ball joint. All the joints on this thing are pretty good. This, for some reason, the right knee, or the left knee, on due to this angle, is a little tight, so you gotta do it. And the other one's just fine, if not a little loose. Just a tad bit. It's still tight enough to pull off some poses, though. But the problem with this one is that it doesn't have that backboard, so it can sink. It can sink a little bit and be loose, which is a bit of a problem. That's alright, though, because that doesn't really matter. Because I bet you, if you do it just right, I could probably get his head to stay. But for the most part, it's gonna stay. So anyway, just details, and then other details. It's Prime. What do you want? You've seen Prime before. Also, these back panels tend to be a little loose, too. There's a peg. You can get one of those DX9. Oh, hold on, let me adjust it. You can get a DX9 stand. You can plug it in here, or in the typical asshole, hasshole port. These also, the ports are also the same size as the fist, so if you really wanted to, you can make them hold on to the stand. I don't have one. Another one, set of DX9 Legend scale figures I've been wanting to get is the Seeker ones they have. Probably not the Coneheads, but just like the main Seekers, Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. Because I found a seller for pretty cheap, and they come with their own personal DX9 stands. And I wanted to get that because it would be the first actually decent Starscream figure I have, besides the Studio Series one, the first one, because they also released that one in the Tiger Stripe colors, which I'm trying. I also want to get that one because the original version of that mold, I do choose to believe was a Tiger Stripe tattooed version, which I have. It was originally deluxe size, but I think they upscaled it and remolded it a little bit to fit the Studio Series thing. Because honestly, it was a good figure by itself. When it's a good figure, and it seems to work, I'm pretty sure Hasbro doesn't have a problem with remolding some figures for their Studio Series line. So anyway, posability is nice. We got a ball joint at the shoulder, so you can do a full 360, go out that far, typical stuff. He also has a bit of a shoulder joint that goes like that due to transformation. He has a double jointed elbow, but only the upper joint for transformation is loose enough to use. The other one you're gonna have to kind of force. That's my force a little bit. And if you wanted to get that lower joint only to bend, you would have to do a whole posing thing. So the lower joint, the upper joint's for play, and the other one is for posing. Because that's the proper joint. And it even has like molding to show that's the proper joint. It would have helped if this one was the tighter joint and then this one was looser. But yeah, nothing at the arms, which the fists are quite good. Because they're actually fists, they're not just big chunks of plastic that are meant to resemble fists. No real waist swivel, but this front shoulder crotch piece folds out. And there's no waist swivel, but there is a upper dick swivel. did a transformation. And this is another one of my complaints, but I can't complain about it too much because this is accurate. Is the way these are made, these are formed. When the ball joint goes up, it can only go up that far. Sadly, you can make it go up a little farther, but you'd have to either split the leg or rotate it a little bit, which is kind of bad. That's alright though. And like I said, there's the knee. The other one's a little tight, and this has a decent, very good pivot. Like if you wanted to, you could probably, if you could pull it off, you'd have to do the slits. But yeah, it pulls that far. Rotation. Mission rotation. So anyway, there's that. Let's look at some accessories. If I could get him to stand on my carpet. Let's focus in on some prime action there. There we go. And we're just gonna bring back in the trailer because the trailer, of course, has like the main car-based mode, and then if you remove the accessories. If you take this and you fold that up, you put these back into place, and you fold these back in, you could stand it and have the robot go all the way up, and it could be like where he can stand. And the pegs, although a little loose, I bet you they could still hold them, because I've never actually done this thing before. Yeah, they can't hold it's too loose, can't hold for shit, but nothing that little nail polish won't fix. But yeah, you can stand there and get repaired and stuff, and that's pretty much it for the trailer, to be honest. So I'm gonna set that off to the side. We're looking at accessories. He comes with this Energon X, which is kind of cool. It just covers his hand. You just plug it in right there. This is a peg, and obviously, you just plug it into his hand. Pretty good. It covers his hand, of course, until the bottom. Now he has an axe. Sadly, there is no wrist articulation, but who needs it as long as this is a thing? Now, if the Battle Blade Bumblebee had that, or just competent designers who knew how axe blades actually worked, so yeah, I'd rather take this over that design any day. I don't know. One thing I haven't seen that much is a Battle Blade Bumblebee upgrade kit. And I'm thinking for that upgrade kit, they can have like a new head that's a little better, because the original head was kind of shit, because the battle mask would come off too easy. Like maybe like a new battle mask you could attach and it stays attached. Like just a new head in general. Definitely an axe upgrade, because like I said, the axe is just shat. Like an upgrade kit that fixes the axe blade and still works, and then maybe like a gun upgrade kit that actually makes the gun a little better than it was. But yeah, he has an axe, and then he also, as you saw, has the gun. And the gun's really nice. Focus. There we go. Luckily on the phone, I could just easily tap the screen and have it focus. But yeah, here you go. Pretty good gun. It's a little painted right there. But for the most part, it's black. Doesn't have an actual barrel, but it looks really nice. And that also looks right into his hand. A little loosely, but still just enough as to where if he holds it sideways, it won't fall over. So you don't hear any complaining from me. And now the thing you're probably wondering about, because it was part of the product shots. Does his chest open and have a matrix? Yes, it does. That's also one of the things about the thing. It's just as open. The matrix is upside down. You can't pop it out, but it is there, and that's a nice touch. Honestly, if you pop this tiny little piece of junk out of his chest, you would lose that shit, or I would lose it. Now, I don't know how big the matrix is on the Masterpiece figure, but probably not big enough. Hey, I found my hat. I just realized that. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. And I want to see an upgrade kit for this too. Or at least something that adds a little more accessories, like maybe like a little roller, as well as something for this, because these windows don't panels don't stay in. You could easily pop them out, and like I said, the figure that reminds me of, it's the Light of Freedom. I forgot what the rest of the name was. You have to go check out, if you know what who I'm talking about, you know. But these easily pop out. On that one, the windows also popped out on that one. That was more of an actual gimmick on that one, though. But the windows popped out, and you had, like, battle-damaged windows, and there was, like, little pieces you could pop out on here that do that, too. But I was thinking just the battle-damaged windows or something. Or, like, if I could find another piece that gets easily replaceable, then they could do that. Maybe, like, since the head's removable, you can do, like, an alternate head piece that is a little, like a bent horn or something. It's just a little more battle damaged. And again, extra accessories, like maybe giving him like a jetpack, one of the jetpack things from the show, as well as some upgrades for the trailer. Like I said, giving it a little roller that can hold the gun, or just be a thing that exists. Maybe a little, maybe it's, since this whole assembly right here is on a T-peg, and that's easily pop-outable. You just gotta work at it, and you can just pop that off. Maybe like a whole chest replacement that actually does give him a removable matrix, as well as the easier access to the replaceable windows and stuff. That would be some nice stuff to see. But this video isn't even 30 minutes yet, which is good, but it's getting there, so I'm going to end the video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the DX9 Commander Dutch, aka obviously Optimus Prime, but they can't get mad that it only looks like him. It could be anything else. Yeah, hope you guys have a nice day.